Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with our Legends match tonight. W1lde is just reconnecting to the lobby. We are on our finals pool. Is this the correct pool? I have a feeling that...
Yeah, it is. Because this is the like before the finals. This is still like, you know, underneath the finals from the upper bracket. So
okay.
It's one more game of this, and then grand finals pool next, I believe.
Sure.
Winner of this match will play Hearts, and then the winner of that match will play Isakun.
Alright. Yeah, White African versus Isakun went 7-2 in favor of White African. Isakun is now demoted to the losers bracket. And yeah, onto the ban pick phase. Both players rolling very close. W1lde rolling 5 above. And W1lde opting for the first ban. White African, Frostwizard opting for first pick. ET2 protect from Frostwizard, Gavin Dance. And no more 6 protect from Lyle, our um, Shanghai Moonlight No Mod 6. Also, can if the referee, like, if you're watching this, can you just quickly change the music? That makes sense. Does Adam not know which round we are in? I mean, yo, that Adam guy needs to get
bro,
fired.
look at my streamer, dog. DT2 Protect from Frost is a bit interesting, but I mean, most previous matches we've seen that he's pretty good at tapping stuff, especially the high DPM tapping control. But interesting that he would decide to protect DT2 though, which is just, you know, straight up speed stamina. Wilde isn't necessarily someone I would think has, like, you know, exceptionally good speed stamina, but you know, he definitely has the capability to play tapping.
Yeah. I just have a feeling that this one will be rather close, you know, because of the aforementioned tapping ability. So let's see. Telepathic. Yeah, Frostwizard choosing No Mod 1 right off the bat. I my elegy. And yeah, Wild finding a first miss actually in this first series. White African, so why am I calling them White African so many times now? Frostwizard still assessing our 7.15 star No Mod 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the No Mod 1 pick immediately from Frostwizard. I think he kind of, another break from Wild, coming up this intro, big combo advantage from Frostwizard. But Frost is just a very consistent player. We've seen him pick into the No Mod 1s quite a lot against other people. And especially in a scenario like this, against Wild, I think, who has historically had really severe nerves issues. And so, you know, picking consistency pick against him just makes a lot of sense. Why? Okay, I almost called him White African. Ross is still assessing, finally dropping right at the beginning of that diss spike. Like, getting a combo reset, 99.7% accuracy on Frostwizard. A little bit of a cooked score. But now go into the slowdown section. Frostwizard dropping his first 100 on that side ahead, and then a second one to follow up. But now combo equal 100,000 score advantage for Frostwizard. Wild dropping a little bit of accuracy down to 99.3, and still the slow section kind of tripping up his tapping. But now he has a big combo deficit to make up, a big score gap to make up going into the last third of the map. And it's a little bit of, you know, chill combo before we get back into this KI time. See if Frostwizard can hold it together and bring his first pick home.
So far, very strong performance from Frostwizard. 1 miss, 100, I think. His accuracy still hovering at the 99 accuracy realm. And as you said, the last KI, Wild is trying his best to hold on, but that 2% accuracy disadvantage and that 111 score gap between the two players will not diminish as Wild finds a break on the far jumps, once again missing just before the stream as well. Frostwizard looking to, I mean, this has to be like a 380 PP score, no? Like
at least. Oh, finding another break right at the end.
Yeah, that was so close though. 2 miss right off the gate.
This is the 2 miss 2-100 score from Frostwizard.
2 miss 2-100?
That's cool. Okay. 4-100s, my bad. But 2 miss 400s. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Okay. I'll see how this I signed up for this for sure. What a score from Frostwizard. No Mod 1, as you said, the consistency as cold as ice, got frost in his veins. Meanwhile, Wild finding 7 misses, a few at the beginning, a few at the end. And now, HD4!
Ooh. Can read, those who know.
Mo Furries can't read, Frostwizard can read. Bro, that has to be the best gift to ever hit like OCZ.
Adam, have you seen the sequel?
No, this is a sequel?
Go look at DMs. I'll send it to you.
Oh my god, there's a sequel to Frostwizard can read.
Oh yeah, and it's a banger.
Okay, for those who don't know, obviously, Frostwizard, very nice act. What? Wait, it goes up. Okay. For those who are out of the loop, obviously Frostwizard is good at the game. You know, he's very well rounded. But there's a meme of him a chain missing, right? So, but then we still say he's the best reader. So let's see. And like, look at him. It's just oh.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh.
Monster guts immediately.
Wow.
First 100 combo deep into the map. Frostwizard at a pretty significant ag disadvantage, and as I say that, W1lde trades out a couple 100s, finding the first break in the map. Actually, Frostwizard can read comboing 250 combo. Okay, finally breaking. 50% accuracy advantage, 3, 4, 5, 10%. Okay, you can't comb for this map. Frostwizard are going full abyssal mode. Both the players are not comboing the streams at all. Frostwizard is down 10% accuracy. Both players have no combo, and we are halfway through the map basically.
Frostwizard can read. Chain misses 40 notes in a row. Obviously HD4, one of the most cooked pick in this entire pool if you're not an HD player. AR8, 174 BPM space, while semi-spaced streams. Right now, W1lde 20,000 score ahead, as well as that 7 bonus accuracy. Frostwizard still has a chance to make a comeback if he just outwhacks W1lde in terms of combo. And what does that spin? He just diminished the scoreline to 8,000 now. Oh, and he misses just before the kick slider.
And I mean, the flow aim does not get much easier into the ending. It's just, you know, a little bit less. Both players finding a lot of combo reset. Big accuracy drop on the side of Frostwizard, but it just does not matter at this point because that accuracy is so egregious that I don't think any amounts of combo could bring it back. W1lde actually somehow managing to drop 200k score on that map. Honestly impressive given the circumstances. 79 misses from Frostwizard. It's not the cleanest conversion, but it is a conversion nonetheless. Now 1-1.
Lock in, said W1lde. And yeah, Frostwizard can read 133,000. Not even that bad, let's be real. But as you said, W1lde doing a very good job, fantastic job on 200k. Not the cleanest, but a score on the board nonetheless. Oh, here we go. We've seen this one before. Frostwizard win Nomad 2. Frostwizard and then win Nomad 5. Frostwizard win DT2. We've seen this script every single time. Mouse X player as well. It's just his bread and butter.
Especially for, you know, the very high BPM clicker control, something that you would not expect someone who plays Mouse X to be as good as he is at it, but nonetheless, Frost is able to surprise people time and time again, picking into the finger control speed tapping picks and winning relatively comfortable against some really, you know, well-performing players. Yeah. Just gonna get right into it. This map holds no punches. It is definitely up there with the most difficult in the finals pool, and you'll see why shortly. 260 BPM, short train time, 2 minutes 6 seconds. Not exactly the longest map, but that is also what makes it deadly. W1lde finding the first break in the map, still holding onto an SS, finally dropping a couple hundreds. Both players finding a combo reset. 20,000 score lead already on the side of Frostwizard. that short map advantage makes comboing through the intro going to be worth that much more score. It's building up the combo and immediately finding combo resets now, while with a little bit of a combo advantage, but around 15% accuracy and just not able to hold combo, and that accuracy is just going to lead Frostwizard away. Up now 60,000 score on Wild, holding combo. Coming up on the second third of the map, Frost finally breaking and dropping a bit of accuracy there, but it's not going to matter much if Wild does not hold together any kind of feasible combo or accuracy. I think Wild is actually double tapping most of the bursts here.
Yeah, I see that.
I mean,
the one of the reasons why his accuracy is so low right now, 81, still 15% behind the Frostwizard. Frostwizard is actually single tapping on his mouse hand in majority of the sections and only using the X key, well rather the space key. He taps with the space key, mind you, when he needs to. Right now combo looking so powerful, but he just resets it after he achieves 400 on that kick slider. But look at that score gap, 160,000, and still an A rank act from the Frostwizard. 260 BPM is not to be scoffed at, but he's doing it.
And continue to do it, you will. Frostwizard just kind of running away with the score lead now. I mean, what can you do when you are down like over 17% accuracy at this point? Frostwizard just cleanly converting the staffing pick, knowing that Wild does not have that comfort on that high BPM, and it is paying dividends for him. And going into the end of the map, 300k score for Frostwizard, 95.4% accuracy. Very, very, very clean. And again, another demonstration of that dominance on the high BPM finger control picks.
Yeah, 95.42% active of only 4 misses. Quite a few slider breaks here and there, especially on the kick sliders. One of the difficult sections that people often forget about on high BPM is the finger control required to hold and release kick sliders. And obviously Wild finding 12 misses, losing a majority of his score on double typing, on losing out on accuracy. So yeah, 84,000 score only from Wild. Not the hottest, but the match is still early. We are seeing Frost using up basically his very dominant picks right off the gate. No mod 1, no mod 5. Let's see what Wild will retaliate with. One lobotomized on HT4, but now he's low cortisol on tapping GG. Whoa, that might be a peak comment there.
Wild says unplayable pool. Low-key, I don't blame him. There's a lot of, Frostwizard-esque maps in this pool. I mean, Wild does definitely have, his fair share of options. He has that, hidden 3. I think he has a slight advantage. No mod 6 obviously has protect as well. He also has the DT4, which is a kind of ulti map, as well as no mod. Well, no mod 4 is kind of up in the air. I think, tech kind of depends on consistency, but Wild opting to pick into 1 or 3, my bad.
Yeah. Kaides Snow, can you still plug the picks into the chat, please? Or the players, rather. Plug the maps into so the chat can see. Thank you. But yeah, Jump by Blackpink. Certainly one of the more aim-intensive maps that Frostwizard is not completely bad at. In fact, it's quite good. But, we saw Frostwizard banning out the No Mod 3. So maybe he doesn't want to really dip his toe into snap aim control today. But we'll see.
And I mean, the KI time in this map is pretty snap heavy. We've seen a lot of people have some pretty unfortunate chokes, I suppose you could say, when it comes to some of these maps. Especially on the kind of aim-centric, and Hard Rock 3 is definitely one of those as well. And Frost was finding an early couple breaks and finding a lot of breaks actually while trading it out, but with a big combo advantage on his hands right now. And yeah, into these snaps, the low BPM ult was not especially comfortable on it compared to Wild. Wild holding a pretty 400 combo or 40 combo lead, but now up to 150. Frost finding a lot of chain misses in this aim control section. With this ult, you can see is clearly taking its toll on his aim because of having to tap with his mouse, and now finding even more breaks, down 8-9% accuracy into the second half of the map now, while finding a combo reset. Both players combo reset on the board in this free combo section.
Yeah, good pick from W1lde here, tackling a niche aim aspect that he knows Frostwizard's probably not the best at. In fact, Frostwizard's struggling, dare I say, on this Hard Rock 3, as you said. Earlier chain miss into so much more misses, losing out on that consistency factor we saw Frostwizard was so good at earlier. And onto these wiggles, W1lde unable to hit the slowdown triangles, but Frostwizard also still 8% accuracy deficit, 6% accuracy deficit, and Frostwizard finally reaching over the 100k score mark. Meanwhile, W1lde already over doubling Frostwizard's score on the last 1/8 of the map. Great tapping and aim fusion performance from W1lde here.
Pretty cleanly into the ending. Up Frostwizard's score on this pick. It goes to show that level of comfort when it comes to the low BPM ult. It's just not in the ballpark of what Frost would consider, you know, a strong skill set of his, but nonetheless a decent performance from Frostwizard, but just complete dominance basically from W1lde on that pick. In conversion, both players 2-2 now. Now the next pick in Frostwizard's hand.
Oh. Now, haven't seen a flip just yet, being whitewashing each other back to back to back to back. No breakpoints either. It'll be interesting when we do see those come online. Remember, this is first to 7 points, best of 13 in Legends Finals. And yeah, looking slightly more optimal for Frostwizard, as you said earlier. But, you know, still a lot of gambles, such as maybe Free Mod 2, maybe DT4, as you mentioned, or even Hard Rock, HD1.
Frostwizard opting to pick Hard Rock 2, the high CS tapping pick, reverse of right, Camellia completeness, under incompleteness. Pretty common pick, I think, that we've actually seen across this pool because of the amount of consistency this requires. It's not as gimmicky as past Hard Rock 2s with, you know, a lot of precision required. It's definitely a much more balanced approach for Hard Rock 2. There's a decent bit of aim requirement, but also tapping, but just overall, if you're able to combo, that will carry you most of the way, as well as really short drain time. This map can get very, very scary if you cannot hold that combo.
Yeah, in terms of aim requirements, obviously there's a few snaps and the overall CS 7.3 factor, and we see W1lde actually missing. Oh
no.
Missing on 2 of the short sliders right off the beginning, but Frost was trading out accuracy on the first burst, bursting late on 194 BPM, and W1lde, here we go, finding 2, 3, 4 misses now, traded out by Frost was a kick slider miss. The score gap still hovering around the same area from both players. This is actually closer than I thought. This might be the toss that I was expecting earlier, but Frostwizard right now just comboing as he should on this CS 7.3 Hard Rock 2 onto the string cut section. Both players hitting it.
At the first start of the map, but they're still holding on to decent combo, 100 combo advantage on the side of Frostwizard. Accuracy about even, and Frost continuing to hold this combo is going to be very, very scary for W1lde, especially as now we approach the halfway mark of the map. Both players dropping a little bit of accuracy. Now a 1% accuracy advantage for Frostwizard. Both players still holding. Both players finding combo reset on that stream, but that 50k score lead is going to be hard for W1lde to make up. And Frost with that accuracy advantage and a little bit of combo advantage now, about 20. still going on into the last set of the map. It is going to be really, really difficult for him to make up unless he can continue to combo. And both players finding a combo reset. There is still opportunity for Wild to come back. Accuracy is still within the ballpark of being able to make a comeback now. Both players need to hold into this ending if they want to secure the point. Frostwizard needs to find a break now for Wild to stand a chance to get his foot in the door. There's 40,000 score gap now. Frostwizard now with a slight accuracy disadvantage. Combo without even both players finding a big combo reset. The score gap is just not moving. They're basically mirroring each other throughout this entire ending. Frostwizard finally finding another break, but it is too little too late. While just not able to convert into that ending. The lack of combo was just not enough. Frost securing his third point on the board. Still no breakpoints, by the way.
Still no breakpoints, but this is by far the closest matchup we have seen. Only 43,000 score separating the two players, and moments before disaster, both players missing at the same section twice, mind you, in the last quarter of the map. That was close. And when both players hitting the circular linear jump pattern, you know, there's a single tap pattern, the quarter jumps. Oh my god, sent shivers down my spine there. But Wild not wasting any moment, opting for No Mod 6 Shanghai Moonlight. Yeah, that was a scary pick from Hard Rock to Frostwizard. Yeah, because I really thought Frostwizard was gonna lose that at one point when Wild was finally comboing, but then they just both traded a combo. Well played from both.
It's actually unfortunate. I think they traded combo on the same note at least 4 times in that map. Now into No Mod 6, low AR gimmick, something Wild is especially known for. I would go as far as calling Wild, I think, by far the best low AR reading player in the country. Frostwizard not having the best time. Frostwizard can read, in fact.
Frostwizard can
accuracy. Okay, he has a 30% accuracy disadvantage out the intro. While comboing a little bit, finding a couple hiccups here and there out this intro, but I mean, I don't even think that he needs to worry that much if he wants to maintain the score lead, because Frostwizard is just not able to keep up with these overlapping patterns. Because this map is kind of, it's so weird when you have to play it, because you kind of know the patterns. It's just the timing kind of eludes you if you don't have enough practice or just comfort on low AR. And you can see that on Frostwizard, he knows the general flow of the map, but just not able to combo it at all. Wild now 95% accuracy into the first out of the map, first TI time now. 200 combo now. Frostwizard not able to hold on to anything at all. 67% accuracy.
Yeah, wow, still not quite comboing that square rectangle jump section, but as you said, the map, very simple in structure in theory, but in practice when you have to play it, the amount of movement control, the amount of tapping control, it lures you into thinking, oh, I got this. No, you don't. The timing, it's so tight at 169 BPM, and you have to play it like an alt map. And that's the tricky part. Wild's doing a great job out here demonstrating his mechanical ability to wiggle through these patterns, as well as his low AR reading. One of the best in this country, as you mentioned before. And Frostwizard, basically 30% accuracy behind, no chance of ever flipping this coin.
Yeah, and I mean, protect for a reason and a protect cleanly converted. Very, you know, strongly highlighting the disadvantage that Frost has on these reading picks, but also just, you know, the general lack of gimmick kind of makes it so the advantage that you can press on Frost is relatively limited in one pool. You know, the ability to have 2 bans means that at least 2 low AR gimmick maps are gone, and that's like basically hidden 2, maybe hidden 3, No Mod 6, and then like you know, the anti-mod, free mod 2. But you know, nonetheless, clean conversion, 217k score by Wild. Pretty good score, all things considered. Frostwizard definitely did not have fun on that map, but who needs a point on No Mod 6?
Frostwizard can read. Sending the screenshots is that. too beautiful. Send it. But yeah, back to the match. 99 combo max, 66 100, 50s, 66% ag, 33033 score from Frostwizard. Multiples of 33 increments. What a beautiful scoreline. I think, in my eyes, Frostwizard won that actually. Those 40k D rank score, bro. I'm done with that guy's Psychops, bro. He's too good. Like I dare say he invented the strategy of just posting low locals and then just reverse, you know, smashing your opponent on match day. But yeah, 3-all scoreline, no breakpoints yet. Frostwizard going for no mod for, as you said, tech consistency. It's our destiny. A little bit not quite div spiky as compared to, you know, grand finals tech, but certainly still very aim heavy, especially on these sliders while dropping the first few 100s. Yeah, suffering the accuracy department for now. Meanwhile, Frostwizard locked in.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, on your pick, I think even if Frostwizard does win this point, it might not change much about the flow of this match, because W1lde still does have a couple of picks that he probably does beat Frostwizard on, namely tapping like the alt control, like DT4, but still trying to get something to work, picking into the no mod 4 kind of mid ground here, where he can press his advantage, try and get into W1lde's head, get ahead somehow, some way, and out the intro. 94% accuracy on Frost, finding the first combo break actually. W1lde, a pretty significant accuracy gap between him and Frost, but that combo is just going to do him wonders if he continues to hold. And as I say that, finally finding a combo reset, that accuracy is still keeping Frost afloat. Even now, both players finding a combo reset, it just does not matter. This accuracy is keeping that gap up. Frost is finding another break, about 50 combo advantage now on the side of W1lde. 83% accuracy. He needs to get that up if he wants to diminish that score gap. That score gap is slowly going over to the side of W1lde because of that combo advantage as Frostwizard's axe starts to slip. W1lde finding another combo reset, getting into the halfway point of the map. 170 combo advantage now for Frostwizard. Looking a little bit scary for W1lde. He sees that combo in the break. He knows that he has to do something. He knows that he has to pull it together. Score gap is not too far, but that is going to change very quickly into the ending of this map.
Frostwizard carried by early accuracy, and W1lde losing his former glory, dropping on so many silly sections. Now Frostwizard also resetting, both players resetting their combo on the final Keon section, where the sliders are just relentless. They go across the screen from left to right and from right to left. Right now the score gap sitting at 36,000 only. Frostwizard with 5% accuracy advantage still, and over half of the map Frostwizard did have better combo. It's just the intro W1lde was holding on. And now, yeah, with the map gets difficult, I'm afraid there is no room for W1lde to make a comeback here onto the last quarter now. Both players, Frostwizard might find a break at 36,000 score between the two players, but W1lde breaking once again doesn't matter. His accuracy is too low. You would have to FC till the ending, 400 combos before this section for to have a sufficient effect. And yeah, 4th point to Frostwizard. Getting into W1lde's head now, as you said. This kind of alt pick was supposed to be designed for W1lde to take, but Frostwizard overall just so much more consistent, so much less slider breaks, and we can see in the accuracy realm as well, W1lde just finding 6% less than Frostwizard. High cortisol, yeah.
And I mean, that combo into the ending, W1lde had a couple of opportunities to bring it back, but that div spike in the ending is just so punishing if you're not able to, stabilize your score before you get there. You kind of just have to deal with the consequences. Because building up that accuracy and combo with those very high spacing and high slider velocity patterns, it is just not a fun time. Frost converting the No Mod 4 pick, still has his protect and other possible picks on hand, guaranteeing him at least 1 point. Now W1lde, with the choice in his hands, has to pick up something that he'll be able to win against Frostwizard to keep this going. Still no break points on the 8th point of the match. 3-4 for W1lde right now.
Yeah, sorry. I thought that was just the, no mod 4 being no mod 4, the very soft static, but I realized that was the client bugging. My bad. But as you said, W1lde really taking his time here, contemplate his options, weigh his odds, because we are getting to the mid to late game of the match, and no mod 2 will be chosen, answered by Altruism. Oh, sorry, Illustrium. There we go. Map by It's Winter, one of his older... I think It's Winter's actually one of their older works, A Monument to Silence. And again, we are entering the flip realm where W1lde definitely has the ability to FC. He is one of the better stream players in this country, however, with nerves. However, when you're playing against a foes like Frostwizard, where he basically has infinite stamina, he basically have good flow, good aim control, low cortisol on long maps. I'm using it. I'm starting to get the hang of it, bro.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Immediately into the action. Big accuracy drop from W1lde. Frost was planning an early combo reset now. A little bit of advantage for Frost because of that accuracy, 5% ac, but 50 combo advantage from W1lde coming out of this intro. And this map is definitely not your average No Mod 2 considering previous pools. Very mechanic heavy, very consistency heavy compared to the past maps, especially with these very tight angle streams and spacing changes, going to push the boundaries for these players quite a lot. Now W1lde getting that score advantage on his side. Now a 2% accuracy or 1% accuracy lead, still holding onto that combo. Both players still holding strong now out of the first quarter of the map. Still holding combo. But African, my bad. Frostwizard finding a combo reset at the 1/3 mark, and W1lde immediately trading it out. Okay, this is going to make the match a lot closer now. Both players have their capped scores because of those misses and their placements. But now, slight combo advantage for Frostwizard, 1% accuracy. W1lde finding another break, giving that advantage over to Frostwizard, and that score is just going to fly over. But Frostwizard immediately trading it out again, finding more chain misses. Accuracy basically dead even between the two players, but now 70 combo on the side of W1lde, giving him that slight advantage. That score lead is going to start building up more. W1lde finding a combo reset, but both players extremely close accuracy, but that extra combo is just going to give Frostwizard a little bit more padding as we get to the halfway point on the map. Oh, this is looking really scary for both players now.
Bro, these cuts are relentless. W1lde finding another miss. Now Frostwizard for sure taking the score lead finally. He has been teasing us for the first half of the map. So close, yet so far. Accuracy advantage back in Frostwizard's favor. And W1lde seems like he's running out of stamina, making a lot more mistakes than before. But Frostwizard also dropping his 400-500 combo, traded up by W1lde right afterwards. This death stream section, not too much movement, not too much flow, but it's very intensive on this tapping hand. Good accuracy from W1lde, but Frostwizard also, look at that UR graph. It is literally a brick in the middle. Both players misses on the flow opening section. 47,000 score between the two players, but ooh, these misses. Frostwizard chain miss dropping 200k score now, diminishing due to accuracy drop as well. W1lde rather 7,000 score behind onto the last 1/8 of the map. Frostwizard finding another miss while pulling the score in his favor. 4, dropping his combo. 5, 6,000 score between the two players. They are just trading so many misses. The ending seems to never end. 2,000.
Oh no! Oh my god! 2,000 score into the ending. That was so unfortunate for W1lde. He tried his absolute hardest holding that combo right into the ending, but just finding that break just before the score went over, and it was enough for Frostwizard to get that point on the board. The first break point, putting Frostwizard up 5-3 after the 8 or 7 picks. Non-stop players securing their own picks. Frostwizard punching in that advantage now. Next point could put him on match point, and this is going to put W1lde on the ropes, because W1lde has less maps to guarantee these points in the later stages of this match, while Frostwizard still has his protect on the board. What an insane map.
What an insane performance from both players when Frostwizard dropped twice in the span of 10 seconds when there's only 15 seconds left on the clock, and W1lde pulling from all the way from 48,000 down to 20 due to Frostwizard's chain miss, and then down to 6, down to 2,000 score gap between the two players. Wow, just wow, the closest performance we have seen so far, and the first breakpoint, placing Frostwizard now on a whopping 5-3 score lead. 1 away from his match point, 1 away from progressing to through the brackets. Going to be playing against Hearts tomorrow, unless W1lde can put everything behind his back, really just focus on the present, and show us a good score on DT3. But we saw what DT3 is all about from previous matches. Literally 263 BPM, non-stop finger control by Strategist. It is very rough for W1lde, not mastering his high BPM recently. Rusty on that skill set. Meanwhile, Frostwizard permanently available to pick into high BPM. And I just don't know, man. Speed abuse, as Tsuki says.
Yeah, and I mean, Frostwizard still with his protect at DT2 available, even if this point does not go his way. He has basically nothing to fear because he only has to make up 2 points, or W1lde is in a 4-point deficit, 3 if he wants to make it to tiebreaker at least. And I mean, this map we've seen in the past is probably one of the, I would say, top 3 most difficult maps in this pool currently. And we saw one person perform well enough on this for it to be a comfort pick, and that was White African. And even then, he barely managed to hold on to, I believe, 93% accuracy and a 300k score, which, I mean, asking that of basically anyone else in the tournament is going to be a very, very tall order. But enough said. Not into the beginning of the map, both players dropping a couple hundreds on the opening combo. And I mean, we'll see now. A bit of beginning pre-combo for these players, but now immediately into that high BPM, these bursts. No,
I mean,
very difficult to maintain stamina on this kind of map.
Yeah, AR 10.3 W1lde, starting to see him lose track of where to go, where to tap. Frostwizard as well. But we can see the early differences, 7% accuracy advantage for Frostwizard. Able to click those 7-9 no bursts across, triples looking good. Both players, you know, they are twitching their cursors. They know this 10.3, this high BPM map is not easy, and it's not designed to be easy anyways. W1lde finding so many more misses during the movement, during the tapping. Frostwizard as well, basically just trying to salvage whatever free combo he can find in these lower intensity sections. Frostwizard exceeding 100 combo. W1lde basically chain misses. I believe he's readjusting his mouse grip, but his tablet grip. But man, 50,000 more score now for Frostwizard, looking to put himself onto match point by picking into the DTs. We still have 150 seconds left on this map, but Wild, not looking good. So many more 100s, so many more misses. Meanwhile, Frostwizard, he is single tapping with his mouse.
Yeah, and I mean, the ending does not let up at all. And I mean, Frostwizard now up 150 combo while getting another combo reset. This is just absolutely over, and you know, you can just see that neither of these players are exceptionally comfortable on this map. It's just, are you more comfortable than your opponents? And in this case, Frostwizard is much more comfortable. And while Triazy might definitely not a bad player on low BPM by any means, basically giving up playing the rest of the map. And I mean, who can blame him? 260 BPM doubles and just complete aim snap, everything requiring so much control, and it just does not matter into the ending. Frostwizard dropping a pretty significant amount of his score because of accuracy drops and misses, but at this point it just does not matter. Frostwizard now up on match point 6-3, while will have to win every subsequent pick if he wants to bring this map to tiebreaker. And if he can even bring it to tiebreaker, then we're going to see the most difficult map in the pool, and it's just a very tall order to ask. I mean, how can play?
How can play when you're playing against the best reader in the country? Frostwizard can.
True.
Frostwizard and high BPM, a combo too mean. Oh, 68% ag from Wild. Obviously, one of the later 1/3 of the section, he was just, you know, giving up, throwing a little bit of a tantrum. It's just not fair. Yeah, this is basically Wild getting a taste of what Frostwizard had to endure on No Mod 6. Except a lot of maps here are high BPM. Meanwhile, not a lot of maps here are a gimmick. We still have HD1. We still have HD3. We still have DT4, most importantly, for Wild to choose. But it's not just Wild's picks that he has to win. He has to win a Frostwizard breakpoint, right? And we just know Frostwizard still has his protect left, which is DT2, Gavin Dance, the backwards pumpkin song. And yeah, considering, all things considered, Wild almost won on his No More 2 pick. You know, that obviously unfortunately went to Frostwizard. So, DT2 Protect is not out of the impossible realm. And why is Wild picking Free Mod 1? Why is he picking into tapping? Why is he picking into 240 BPM? It was 220. Why is he picking into 220 BPM tapping? Hello?
I think what's currently happening is match fixing, because both players and the ref are in a VC right now. So I believe that there has been some kind of manipulation going on for Frostwizard to somehow convince, Frost to convince Wild to pick.
Okay.
I think Wild says that he's going to play easy. If he does, that's going to be scary.
Okay.
But yeah, yo, someone check what's all the like sports betting sites.
Yeah.
Check the South African like Betway. See if anyone has money on SAOT7 Legends Final Frostwizard Wild. I just need to know.
Like, I'll check for you right now. I was the one that was betting earlier today. Sorry, I mean, I would never bet on my own tournaments. Like, that is not how a professional like myself function, you know. But let's see. Oh shit! Someone actually bet 500 Rand on Wild going easy, but unfortunately this man lost his bet. What a silly goose. Wild is going HD only, and Frostwizard going hard rock. So yeah, still not the brightest pick. I have to say it here, and I think Wild knows it as well. Why would you pick into 220 BPM after having just lost on No Mod 5 as well as DT3? I mean, sure, you can bank on Frostwizard shit missing some of the sections, but this is 4 minutes 05. There's so many sections where people can make a comeback from, and yeah, Wild will be the first one to find the first two misses. Frostwizard dropping his accuracy to 94% now, but an FC is an FC, and with this hard rock modification, he's getting so much more score. Finally, Frostwizard dropping a chain miss, but look at the look at the combo, and look at the scoreline. I just don't think Wild has what it takes to convert this pick.
Yeah, I mean, out the first quarter of the map, now down 30k score and 4% accuracy disadvantage. While the combo may be slightly in his favor, this will take a monumental effort and consistency to match, but just not there for Wild. Finding a combo reset. Now that advantage is fully on the side of Frostwizard, continuing to run away with 250 combo and going. 45k score now on the side of Frostwizard on this pick, and I really wonder, maybe he felt more confident on this map in practice. Maybe he thought that if he just had that consistency, he would be able to win. And for a second, I thought that he did, because there was a portion of the map where he was, comboing with very, consistent accuracy, and you are. But, I mean, now finding a decent recovery combo, but that accuracy is just not going up at all. Frost was at 95% accuracy, 600 combo and growing. I mean, it might have been a last-ditch effort to get into Frostwizard's head, but basically completely backfiring on him at this point. Finding that combo reset, I think that's it. I think even if Frostwizard were to, somewhat fall apart into the ending of this map, Wild just does not have the accuracy or the time or the combo to bring back this deficit, because Frost is still holding onto this combo out of this break, and it's just too little too late. And I mean, Wild had options. Oh, and okay, to be fair, Frost was throwing that combo immediately because he likes to spite the casters. But 250 combo now going strong for Wild. I mean, there is always still a world that he can maybe bring this back, but it is so unbelievably unlikely. And there it goes. Wild finding that break. I think that all but seals the deal now. Frost was a doubling Wild score going into the ending of the map, 95.4% accuracy. I think this is it. I think Frostwizard has sealed the deal. 7-3 up on Wild in the losers final. Pending Wild packing, and Frostwizard will go on to face Hearts, a rematch. Is this the first rematch that we've seen?
I think so. At least in Legends. Haven't seen rematches in a while now, actually. Hearts is obviously the person that put Frostwizard in the losers bracket in the first place. But now Hearts also in the losers. Wait, no. Was I right?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, it will be Cinema. They're going to be playing on the finals pool as well. So let's see if we're going to be seeing the same performance that we are seeing from Hearts here. And it's just unfortunate. Wild, a little bit out of his elements. A little bit outskilled on so many of the other picks that this pool has to offer. In a solo tournament, consistency, niche, control, raw aim. You have to have it all. Even if you have one aspect too shy, not left undefended, the opponent's just gonna rip you apart. And we can see Frostwizard here scoring 7-3 scoreline. GG, well played to Frostwizard. 761 combo just before that halfway point, and managed to combo so much more in the later half as well. It's just wow. GG, well played to Frost. And unfortunately, Wild, this is where we say goodbye to him. Still made what? Top 4 though, no? Top 5?
Yes, top 4.
Top 4, yeah. Not quite the podium finish. But hey.
No, you're right. He is top 5. My bad.
Okay. No, well, yeah. I just around those ballpark figures. But GG, well played.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, that's all from me.
Yeah, I mean, very, very close map on some of those picks. The beginning half had us, strapped to our seats, going band for band on those first 7 picks, and then the 8th marked the beginning of the end. Frostwizard running away with those breakpoints and securing himself the spot in top 4 guaranteed, going up against Hearts. the last match of losers finals, and then we will get into grand finals weekend in full swing. Thank you all for joining us. Very, very close match. Well played. GG's to both the players. Thank you, Kaide, for the ref. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you. See you guys for Hearts versus Frost tomorrow, I believe 9 o'clock. I could be wrong, but definitely tomorrow. And yeah, we'll be swinging back into grand finals next week. So much harder pools, much more intense matchups, much more punishing performances as well. So stay tuned.